Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, General Hospital Diaries. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. General Hospital spoilers for the week of August 4th to 8th tease a wave of unexpected twists, with Willow Tate potentially facing a serious threat of manipulation, while Jason Morgan sets his sights on finding Britt Westbourne. Meanwhile, Emma Scorpio Drake and Giovanni Gio Palmieri are cooking up a quiet little scheme of their own. Let's break down what's in store for GH viewers. Starting with Jason, he's gathering more pieces of the puzzle when it comes to Britt's mysterious disappearance. With the discovery of Britt's distinctive 5 Poppies bag and confirmation of the resort's location, Jason may soon board a flight to Dubrovnik to track her down personally. This could mark a major turning point in the search for answers. Elsewhere, Professor Henry Hank Dalton could be facing consequences after Britt reviewed his research and found troubling issues. Should Britt report her concerns, it may lead to some fallout with their shared supervisor. Dalton could end up in a tough position professionally if things don't go his way. At the same time, Vaughn and Jocelyn Jacks will continue playing the part of a couple, all while snooping for crucial intel. But Jocelyn might be walking a fine line. What started as a performance might start feeling more real. As her connection with Vaughn deepens, she'll struggle to keep those emotions in check. Meanwhile, Emma and Gio are gearing up to carry out a secretive plan they've been developing. With Vaughn's master key in their possession, they might attempt to gain access to a restricted area, perhaps even breaking into the lab. However, their plan could be compromised by Jocelyn and Vaughn, who might unknowingly or intentionally interfere. And with Anna Devane on the case, things could spiral out of control fast. If she gets wind of what they're planning, she might step in to stop the mission before it even starts. Over on another front, Jen Sidwell is orchestrating his own behind-the-scenes strategy, and Marco Rios is fully invested in helping him execute it. Marco's alliance with Sidwell in the effort to target Sonny Corinthos has intensified, and Lucas Jones may start picking up on the signs of more trouble brewing beneath the surface. In the midst of all this, Ava Jerome seems to be developing a genuine soft spot for Cody Bell. With Molly Lansing Davis pushing Cody away, thanks to some crafty interference by Christina Corinthos Davis, the situation is shifting. Now that Cody has seen a gentler side of Ava, he may begin falling for her even more. If he starts thinking that a relationship with Molly is no longer an option, he could redirect all his attention toward Ava. Meanwhile, Willow might find herself being pulled back into dangerous territory involving Drew Kane. Curtis Ashford recently hinted that Drew may still have a few tricks up his sleeve to get closer to Willow again. If so, Willow could face some difficult decisions. Now that Drew has seemingly pieced together that Willow is connected to Daisy Gilmore and potentially linked to Sasha Gilmore Corbin's sudden departure, he may be tempted to leverage that information. There's growing speculation that he could pressure Willow using this sensitive intel, suggesting she may have been involved in unsettling behavior regarding Sasha's baby. Will Drew cross the line and use this as leverage to reconnect with Willow? And if so, will Willow stand up for herself or get drawn back into his orbit under pressure? No matter how things unfold, Nina Reeves isn't going anywhere. Even though Willow hasn't exactly been warm toward her, Nina remains determined to shield her daughter from more harm and guide her toward a brighter path. She may quietly continue working behind the scenes to protect Willow's best interests. General Hospital spoilers tease that Nina Reeves may end up falsely claiming she was the one who followed baby Daisy Gilmore. Could Nina be gearing up to shield Willow Tate after Drew Kane begins pointing fingers? As viewers recall, Nina initially thought Drew might be behind the suspicious behavior, until the truth started becoming clearer and all signs pointed to Willow. Although Drew defended himself when Nina accused him, it's essentially a case of one person's word against another. There's no solid proof that their heated exchange even happened the way either of them says it did. After the confrontation, both Drew and Nina separately came to the realization that Willow may be the real culprit behind the unsettling incidents surrounding Daisy. Willow's actions rattled Sasha Gilmore Corbin enough that she took off from Port Charles with Michael Corinthos' baby girl. That kind of move could have major consequences. GH spoilers say Nina might be deeply worried about the fallout for Willow, especially if Drew decides to go public with what he knows. To prevent that, Nina could resort to drastic measures. It's not far-fetched to imagine Nina stepping up and claiming she was the one who trespassed and followed Daisy, taking the heat off Willow entirely. After all, Nina already pieced together that Michael was the biological father of Sasha's child, a bombshell that came out in court. She could easily build a narrative around being emotionally driven by that revelation. Nina might claim she was holding a grudge over Sasha getting involved with Willow's husband and ending up pregnant with his child. That story would give her an emotional motive that sounds plausible. She could suggest that she wanted to teach Michael a lesson, make him understand what it feels like to be forcibly separated from a child, in the hopes it would soften him toward Willow. As for the hospital incident, where Daisy was briefly placed in the wrong bassinet, that could be chalked up to an unfortunate but innocent mix-up by a hospital worker. Still, Nina could take ownership of the other unsettling events that happened at the Quartermain mansion to support her story. No matter how she spins it, Nina won't want Drew stirring up more trouble for Willow. If he exposes Willow's role in the stalking incidents, it could make things significantly worse. But Nina may soon find herself in a no-win situation. According to explosive news spoilers, someone has been secretly watching or following baby Daisy, likely out of concern rather than malice. But their actions have raised serious red flags. The Corinthos family, especially Michael and Carly, are on high alert. Willow herself is reportedly distraught, and the situation is growing tense. Everyone wants answers and take a wild turn. Insiders suggest that Willow may have been the one keeping a secretive eye on Daisy, possibly due to her ongoing health concerns and lingering trauma from past separations. Her intentions may have been harmless, even rooted in maternal anxiety, but in a world like Port Charles, good intentions often spiral out of control. If Michael, Carly, or even Sunny were to find out that Willow was the one behaving suspiciously around the baby, the fallout could be brutal, not just for Willow, but for her marriage and her role in the Corinthos clan. So what does Nina do? According to whispers around General Hospital's behind-the-scenes scoops, she might make a shocking choice, claim that she was the one trailing the baby. On the surface, it's an insane move. Nina has been accused of manipulation too many times before. She's already been painted as unstable, obsessed, and untrustworthy in the eyes of many. To admit to such erratic behavior would be to throw gasoline on that fire. And yet, that might be exactly what she's willing to do. If Nina steps forward and falsely confesses to watching Daisy out of grandmotherly concern, she might hope to steer suspicion away from Willow, protecting her daughter from embarrassment or worse. This could be her way of earning redemption through sacrifice. If Michael thinks Nina is acting out of line, he might restrict her access to the children again. But Nina may consider that a small price to pay if it preserves Willow's image as a stable mother and prevents tension within Willow's marriage. But this potential lie could backfire in catastrophic ways. For one, Sunny has recently softened toward Nina again, giving her cautious respect and a second chance to be part of his world. If Nina lies and gets caught, especially by Sunny, Carly, or Michael, any trust she's regained will be gone in an instant. Worse, this could cement Carly's narrative that Nina is always playing games, always manipulating the truth to suit her emotional needs. It may even put Nina's job at risk if the public gets wind of her behavior, depending on who else is involved in this cover-up. Moreover, if Willow learns about the lie, she might not react with gratitude. Willow has been clear about needing space and boundaries from Nina. Seeing her mother willingly put herself in the line of fire might only cause discomfort and guilt. Nina could believe she's building a bridge, but Willow might see it as emotional blackmail, another way Nina forces her way into situations under the guise of sacrifice. Adding to the complexity is Drew Kane, whose wedding to Willow recently ended in disaster. He's suspicious of everyone lately, and if he gets wind of this story, he could take matters into his own hands. Drew has been known to play the hero, but also the enforcer when it comes to protecting those he loves. If he suspects Nina is lying or covering something up, especially involving Willow, he could push for the truth with aggression. Let's not forget that Ava Jerome has been closely observing all the drama. As Nina's confidant and occasional co-conspirator, Ava may play a key role in how this story unfolds. Will she advise Nina to come clean, or will she help craft the perfect lie to sell to the Corinthos family? Ava's involvement could shift this storyline in an even more unpredictable direction. In the end, this entire mess could come down to one explosive confrontation. If Nina goes through with her plan and claims responsibility for stalking baby Daisy, it's only a matter of time before someone uncovers the real story. Whether it's through security footage, a witness, or a slip of the tongue, the truth always has a way of surfacing in Port Charles. And when it does, the consequences will be devastating. Nina could lose everything: her fragile peace with Sonny, her re-established bond with Willow, and her newly earned moments with her grandchildren. But perhaps in her mind, protecting Willow's image and role as a mother is worth the personal cost. Maybe this is Nina's twisted form of redemption, taking the heat so Willow doesn't have to. So, in a bold attempt to protect Willow, Nina may very well put herself on the line and take the blame, even if she knows the risks involved. Of course, that doesn't mean everyone will buy her story. Michael might be skeptical and suspect that Nina is just trying to shield Willow. But whether he believes her or not, the gesture would speak volumes about Nina's love and her willingness to sacrifice for her daughter. Then again, Nina's history of making questionable choices in the name of love has rarely ended well. Will this be yet another tragic chapter in her long list of missteps? Or will her risky lie actually earn her the trust and respect she's so desperately chasing? One thing is certain: General Hospital fans are in for a roller coaster of emotions. As the mystery deepens and the stakes rise, all eyes will be on Nina to see whether she chooses honesty or doubles down on a dangerous lie that could destroy her once and for all. General Hospital spoilers hint that Nina will remain committed to proving her loyalty and winning back Willow's trust, even if it means putting herself in a compromising position. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.